Hey everybody. Sorry I haven't really been recording the last couple weeks, but I have not been feeling well, unfortunately. So I decided to, because I would be coughing the entire time while trying to record a video, I decided to go ahead and take a couple weeks off as far as financial advice goes. But needless to say, a lot has happened in the financial realm. With the Silicon Valley Bank, basically imploding on itself, as well as higher than usual inflation, you might be wondering, well, is this a good time to start investing? Because I wanted to start investing and saving money for my future, but now I don't know. I mean, if financial institutions are going to start falling apart, maybe I don't want to invest money. Well, fortunately, this video is going to tell you basically whether you should invest or not. And I'm going to um, lead off with kind of a precursor saying it depends, right? It depends if you should invest or not on a great variety of different things. Most of them related to your own life and what you're expecting out of investing, your long-term goals are for investing, what your short-term goals are, all of that. Basically, you want to go ahead and lay all that out before you say, "Hey, I want to start investing." And I'm not only talking about investing in the stock market, investing in cryptocurrency. There's certainly other ways you can invest your money into different things. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to buy a house. You can invest in a bunch of different things. Right now, the economy is looking a little uncertain with a lot of factors going on, aka Silicon Valley Bank, higher than average inflation, costs to basically the consumers, us, by the way, costs to our own households being higher than usual. So it can be a little intimidating to, on top of that, say, well, I want to invest my money. I want to grow my money. But it is important to find ways that you want to invest. Now, there are safer investments, typically savings, unless, of course, you are at the Silicon Valley Bank, in which case, obviously, that's not safe now. But like a savings account, pretty safe way to invest your money. Certificate of deposits, which you can also get from banks, credit unions, stuff like that, where you can earn a higher interest rate than typical savings. If you have some money that you're not going to miss in, say, the next 12 to 17, maybe even 24 months, that's a good way to invest your money as well. But what we really want to know is, should you invest your money? Well, I'm going to say yes, and that's because I've been investing my money for a few years, about four. Technically, if you want to count my savings account, I've been investing my money since I was 16, which is quite a bit ago. It's been quite a bit since I have been 16. But if you want to count the whole have I been investing my money since I was young, yes, technically I have because I've had a savings account since I was 16. So yeah, technically I have been investing my money since I was 16. But when we're talking investments, we typically are looking towards higher growth than what a savings account can offer. Because let's face it, most savings accounts, you're not even, no matter how much money you're going to put in, you're going to get very little return in terms of percentages. Um, Pretty much the national average is only like 0.1%. It's very, very low in terms of savings accounts. So while savings accounts can be investments, I wouldn't recommend them if you're trying to look to grow your money. I'd recommend more like the certificate of deposits where you can earn a high interest rate. Sorry, I had to cough. Certainly, I just set up a certificate of deposit because there's a great promotional offer through my credit union right now to get 5% interest with a certificate of deposit. So I threw about $1,000 in there, and I'm gonna let it collect interest over the next 17 months, and then we'll reevaluate what I want to do with that money after that. If there's another good promotion, I'll probably kind of keep rolling the promotion of that certificate of deposit, just because it's a good, relatively safe way to earn a higher interest rate on your income. And the reason you want to invest is because you want that compound interest idea. For those of you that don't know, basic finance compound interest is when you are accruing interest on the principal and then all the interest you earn on top of it. So, for example, if I have $1,000 and I earn 1% interest in a year, then I have 1,001. Now I'm earning 1% on the 1,001, not just the 1,000 that I had put. Oh, sorry, that'd be a 0.1% interest rate. Uh, but you get what I'm saying, right? If I should have just done 100, I don't know why I wanted to do 1,000. I guess because that's what I did for the certificate of deposit. All right, rewind. Compound interest. I have $100. I'm getting a 1% interest rate, and it's compounding, meaning it is once it's basically getting interest on the value that it has at the time. So the first year, if it only accrues once a year, the first year basically I have $100. I get $1 back for my 1% interest. Second year I have $101 and I get like $1 and some extra change. And so that's kind of how it builds up. It's the idea of the compound interest. If you've ever heard the age-old riddle of would you rather take $1 million now or 1 cent doubled over the course of a month, or doubled every day. So that's basically kind of the idea of compound interest. Is yeah, you could take the million now, or you could take the 1 cent doubled over the course of a month, and essentially doubled every day. Essentially, I think it's like by the 20th day you already have more than $1 million, and then it just gets crazy by that point if you keep doubling. So that's why you would want to invest. Um, right now, obviously things are uncertain. That's actually, believe it or not, the best time to invest because a lot of investors are pulling out of the stock market at this point, or they're selling a lot of their stocks, their bonds, their cryptocurrency, whatever investments they have. It's a great time to actually get into investing if you are an investor. And you can see that with a lot of financial institutions holding some promotions for opening an account right now. For example, Webull, and you can get the referral link in my description if you want to sign up. Webull, for basically the course of the next 7 days, actually, by the time this video comes out, the next 7 days, you have the potential to earn 10 fractional shares valued somewhere between $7 to $3,000 per share. And, but you you are likely going to get four. You have the chance, like it's a 1 in 500 chance to get 10 fractional shares. So if your luck is on your side, but you're guaranteed the four if you open an account and deposit within the next 7 days. So there's always that. Robinhood always has promotions to sign up for it. Another good one is Coinbase. Coinbase, if you want to do the cryptocurrency route, also always has promotions. And right now, a lot of the financial institutions are really worried that a lot of people are going to start pulling from their accounts and, essentially closing their accounts. If you're more of a retail investor like I am and not, a investor by trade, uh, they're really worried. So they're holding a lot of promotions to try and get you into investing. So right now is a great time to invest, actually, if you're worried to invest. That being said, you should only invest in two conditions. One, stock markets, cryptocurrency involves more risk than a savings account. You should never invest more than you are expecting to lose. And two, if it's gonna put you kind of in financial debt, it's not a good time to invest. I understand, inflation's high. We're all kind of worried about how the economy is going to go. Some of us might have to actually live off our savings for a little bit, as opposed to, being able to have a little bit of money to invest. But if you have the money to invest, it is a great time to invest. It's actually one of the best times because a lot of the highs from the pandemic that we were seeing during the pandemic, a lot of highs in the economy are starting to be a little bit low. So you can actually get quite a few shares or a lot of bang for your buck now as far as investing goes. So again, like I said, it depends. Should you invest? In my opinion, if you have the ability to do so, yes, you should. It's a great time to do so right now, and certainly you can always pick the referral links that I have in my description, and you will get a little bit of extra for using the referral link as well. So that being said, you know it's kind of like, I don't know, perilous times. I think within the next 3 to 5 months, things will start probably looking up. We should it According to a lot of the data that the Fed has published, it does look like inflation is slowing down, albeit not as slow as we would like. It does look like it's starting to slow down a little bit. So there is a little bit of relief if you are kind of, making ends barely meet and struggling a little bit. All right, so that's basically it. If you want to follow me for more financial videos, and as well, I mean, also comment down what you want me to talk about. Do you want me to talk about the Silicon Valley Bank crash? Do you want me to talk about what stocks you should invest in? I am open to ideas for what you want me to talk about, and I'll do the research to let you know what I honestly think. I'm not getting paid by some company to be like, oh yeah, you should totally buy Apple. Just buy Apple. Come on, it's not like Apple's paying me. Um, and honestly, I wouldn't say buy Apple right now. Anyway, it's probably going to go lower, so you should wait for a little bit while it drops a little bit lower. Um, but yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, we'll see you guys on the next financial advice video. And as always, feel free to let me know what you'd like me to talk about. Maybe you want me to talk about CDs a little bit more, because I just learned a whole lot about them today, so that's always fun. We'll see you guys later, and bye.